At exactly 1:15 p.m. in Zaporizhzhia, Russian artillery opened fire on a Ukrainian position. Within minutes, the sky was filled with smoke and counterfire. The front line had just erupted again. Ukrainian units stayed silent under fire, no panic, no noise. Each second of silence brought the enemy closer to destruction. The drones were already airborne. Russian artillery fired, thinking victory was theirs. Minutes later, Ukrainian drones appeared over the horizon. The hunters had just become the hunted. A drone descended from the sky. Precision, speed, and destruction. Another Russian group tried to escape, moving fast, hoping the open fields would hide them. They had no idea the skies were already watching. High above, Ukrainian drones circled silently, eyes locked on every movement. The seconds stretched, heartbeats raced, every choice mattered. Then, without warning, the strike came, precise, unstoppable, and merciless. At 1:35 p.m., high above the battlefield, a Ukrainian drone glided silently through the sky. Its sensors scanned every corner, every shadow, until it saw them. A Russian truck, hiding, thinking it was safe. The seconds stretched. The truck stayed still, unaware of the eyes above. Then, without warning, the drone descended, fast, precise, unstoppable. The explosion shattered the illusion of safety. What was hidden was gone in an instant. Look, this Russian tanks opens fire on a Ukrainian unit, but when drones took off, panic begun. The tanks raced to escape. But within minutes, the drone scanned the sky, silently hunting, with unwavering focus. Its sensors swept every corner, every shadow, until it spotted a Russian tank, hiding, waiting for the perfect moment. The seconds stretched, heavy with anticipation. The tank believed it was safe, unseen, untouchable. But patience is a weapon too. When the moment came, the drone struck with precision, speed, and unstoppable force. In an instant, steel was torn apart, and the battlefield was reminded. The skies hold the hunters now. After a moment, a smoke rises to the sky, and nothing survives. In the chaos of battle, Russian tanks attempted to retreat, desperate to escape the storm. But high above, a Ukrainian drone was already watching, silent, patient. And within seconds, the first strike missed its mark, but the second came in faster, sharper, and this time, it hit dead on. A Russian soldier spotted a drone above and aimed to shoot it down, but before he could pull the trigger, the drone struck first. At 1:50 p.m., moments before the strike, the drone operator zoomed in, confirming the target. Hidden deep in the bushes, Russian vehicle thought they couldn't be seen, but the sky was watching. A Ukrainian drone locked on, and within seconds, their hiding place turned into flames. Russian tanks rolled across the open field, unaware that every move was being watched. High above, a Ukrainian drone hovered silently, tracking their path through the smoke and dust. Then, in a split second, the drone locked on. One command, one strike, and the convoy erupted in flames. What they didn't know, the battlefield was already theirs no more. At 2:15 p.m., the field was quiet, too quiet. But behind the silence, the war was breathing. Russian tanks lined up, barrels glowing red as they fire. Dirt and debris blast around. Russian armor rolled forward, firing at the Ukrainian lines. Shell after shell cut through the smoke. But across the field, the Ukrainians didn't rush. They watched her eye waited. Timing was everything. Because what came next would turn the hunters into the hunted. FPV drone found one tank, destroyed it, then kept hunting. Seconds later, another target gone. In the ruins of a Russian village, silence hides danger. A Ukrainian drone takes off, hunting for something it knows is still breathing beneath the dust. It searches every corner, fields, roads, abandoned buildings. Every shadow could be a threat. Every signal could reveal what's hiding. Then, it spots it. Heat signature confirmed. A Russian tank, buried deep inside a shattered building, thinking no eye could ever find it. In modern war, there's nowhere to hide. The sky sees everything. The drone was hunting, scanning every inch of the battlefield. Then, it saw it, a Russian tank, parked, motionless, almost relaxed. What happened next became history. On the battlefield, running isn't survival, it's delay. Two Russians tried to escape, unaware an eye in the sky had found them. The drone struck, and in that instant, their story ended. In the chaos of war, even machines learn to hide. A Russian tank, battered and desperate, slips into the bushes, hoping the trees could hide it from the eyes in the sky. But Ukrainian drones see more than metal. They read movement, heat, fear, every branch, every shadow, under constant watch. The tank thought it was invisible, but the drone never blinked. From above, justice came quietly, then struck without mercy. The explosion shattered the silence, and the bushes burned with the wreckage. In this war, you can run, you can hide, but the sky always remembers. The Russian tank tried to escape, engines roaring, dust rising, desperate to survive. But in the skies above, a Ukrainian drone was already locked on. There's no running from precision, no hiding from the eye that never blinks. The chase lasted seconds. And then, the drone made sure it would never escape again. After the tank fell, chaos began. Russian soldiers fled, desperate, terrified. But the Ukrainian drone was still watching. It followed, tracked, and struck. One by one, the hunters became the hunted.